Hey everybody, welcome back to Rick's Tech Talk. If you have a camper or trailer that you need to get into a certain position, but you just can't do it with your vehicle, then you gotta check out this Dolly. Okay, before I show you this Dolly, I just want to go over a few basic things. This is one of those items where I purchased it with my own money. I did purchase it with intent to make a video, but they have no idea that I'm actually making this, so they have no input on this. So what I'm saying here today is my opinion, and I stand behind it 100%. So the unit I purchased was the 5,000 pound model. They have a couple of different ones. They have a 5,000, 10,000 in this style, and then they have a few others as well. This is the 5,000. It has a tongue weight of 900 pounds, but the sticker next to that hitch there, it says that it only does 800, so I'm not too sure about that, but still 800 is quite a bit. So you can see a little rust on that spacer there, and that's my fault. That's because I left the ball connected to the camper, and rain got on it. But basically what I did is I brought the camper up and just left that thing attached, and then next time I went camping it was just easier for me to bring the Dolly out, connect, and then I could spin it back around again. So this year I'm going to make sure I have that covered up, or just take it off altogether so it doesn't keep rusting. But I'm going to get the rust off of that, get it cleaned up. Those are 6.5 inch tires. They're nice and heavy duty. Comes with a 12 volt battery. That's an Interstate AGM sealed battery. That's why it's tipped on the side. Comes with all the cords, everything you need. Comes with 2 hitch balls. That's a 2 5/16 that I have on there now. Also comes with a 2 inch. Over here you can see the high-low switch. I don't know if that really gives it more torque or not, but it definitely helps with the speed. You want to use low mode when you get kind of close to buildings and need to make those fine adjustments on maneuvering it around things. And then up here on the handle you have your forward and reverse. So right here you can see the voltage meter. So when it's plugged in, you can keep an eye on the battery. Make sure it stays charged up, make sure it's not going too low on you. And then on the side, that little screen there, that's for charging. That tells you the charge status and how well it's doing while it's charging. And over here you have your plug-in for your trailer, and what this will do is this will engage the brakes when you stop this unit. So it works with electric brakes or surge brakes. It's really nice. If you don't have this plugged in, hopefully you're not going down a hill because nothing's going to stop it. But when this is plugged in and you stop moving this, within a few seconds the brakes will engage on your camper or your trailer. And then down here you have the little dial. So when it's flipped up, it's actually in gear. So the gears are engaged. Things aren't going to go anyplace unless you actually do the throttle forward or reverse. But you can flip this down and then you can just pull it around, so they'll disengage the gears so you can transport this a lot easier. Now before I had the camper I have now, I had a little pop-up camper and I used to keep it in the backyard over the winter. So when I purchased my new camper, I purchased this and I used this to pull that pop-up camper from the backyard up to the front, and I did pull it through the grass. So it was able to grab traction on the grass. It slipped a few times here and there, but the ground was pretty frozen at the time. So it did work though. I did get the camper out by myself. Normally I would use a hand dolly and I'd have to pull it and have a couple people help me push it, and that's how I move my camper from the back to the front every year. And of course you can see the driveway does have a small slope to it. That's a 3.1 degree slope. I had to go out there and actually measure that to see how big that slope was. So that is 3.1. Most of it's about a 3 degree slope. My main reason for buying this is so I can pull the camper up the driveway and have my door on the driveway side rather than my neighbor's side. A lot of people kind of like that idea. It would make it harder for people to steal your camper or your trailer or your boat if it's pulled upwards. Obviously everybody backs their stuff in because it's just easy, it's convenient, and not everybody's going to have one of these. It is kind of expensive, but I think it's a good investment. If you're going to have a boat or a trailer pretty much your whole life, I think this would be a good purchase. I could see this thing lasting probably 20 years without a problem. Another nice thing about this is the built-in charger that it has. So, you know, I showed you on the side there, it has that little charger input and you just plug the cord in. The only thing I don't like about this unit is that it doesn't have an on-off switch. You have to unplug that power cord every time you're done using it or when you want to charge it up. So this isn't a how-to video. This is just to show you, you know, what this thing can do. I'm not going to get into how to hook it up and all that stuff. There's tons of videos on their website. I basically got this just so I can bring it up the driveway without backing it up, because I want the door facing on my driveway side, not my neighbor's side. It just made more sense, and you wouldn't be able to do that in my driveway, you know, with a truck. I wouldn't be able to pull it right up. I mean, there's no place for the truck to go after that. So in my situation, this is like a must-have. Otherwise, the door is always going to be on the other side. Okay, so as you're watching the video, you notice I didn't really say anything bad about it besides not having a switch to turn it on and off. That's not really a deal breaker for me, because if it was a switch, it would have to be a really heavy-duty switch. Have to make some other changes, like up the gauge of the wire and make the wires longer, you know, whatever it might be. So having a switch there, not a big deal. To justify the price of this, because I'm sure you're going to go on, you're going to be like, oh my gosh. Yeah, it's probably over $1,500 for this unit. When I bought it, honestly, I don't remember what the price was, but I'm sure it's gone up a little bit because of inflation and all that. Now, I justify it because it does two things for me. Convenience. My door is on my driveway side. Okay, as you've seen in the video, I want that door so I can just walk out and get in my camper and I'm there. But I can't pull my truck up that way, you know, because the garage is right here and the slab that's on the side of the garage is too small and I wouldn't be able to get my truck out of there. And the other thing would be security. You don't really think about it, but there's a lot of people that will go and just back up into someone's driveway, grab their trailer or their camper, whatever it might be, and then just take off, you know, and your stuff's gone forever. I mean, it's not really hard to break those locks that you have on the hitch. They just pop them off and they go. So that's two big things for me. Mainly the convenience and the security features, what I'm really looking at. But maybe you got a tight squeeze. Maybe you really want that camper and you got a spot on the side of your garage. You can squeeze it in, but you're just worried that if you're doing it with a truck, you know, you can't make those fine adjustments. And maybe this you could. So there's a lot of benefits for it. So that's how I justify the price. But if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate it. And then if you have questions and, you know, something I can answer for you, I'll do so. Otherwise, contact the company and I'm sure they'll help you out. And again, I'm not affiliated with them. They have no idea I'm making this video. I purchased this with my own money and I decided to do a video when I bought it, but I wanted to try it out. And I tried it out for a whole year and I still stand by this thing. It's running great. I mean, if you look at it, it looks brand new besides the rust on the spacer, which I'll clean that up. So thanks again for watching and we'll see you on the next video. See ya.